Hello and welcome from beautiful sunny Nelson. My name is Hannah Ray Seifert and we're down here at Te Hunanui Beach for the finals day of the Nelson Super Slam. This is the third event of 6 that make up the G.J.Gardner Homes New Zealand Beach Tour. We've been in the Mount, we've been in Gisborne and of course now here in Nelson, and we're in for an action-packed day. We're live streaming the semi-finals and finals of both the men's and the women's here on Sky Sport Next. So make sure you tune in, subscribe now so you don't miss any of the action, and let's see who can take it out here today in Nelson.
You know, there's a reason more customers choose one New Zealand company to build their homes. Trust.
G.J.Gardner have worked up and down the country for over 20 years now.
And they've earned a solid reputation with Kiwis.
And you've just voted them Reader's Digest Most Trusted Home Builder again. So, if you're thinking about creating the home you've always wanted, talk to the team at G.J.Gardner Homes, New Zealand's most trusted home builder, officially.
Hi and welcome back to the Nelson Grand Slam Tour, sponsored by G.J.Gardner Homes. This is the men's gold medal final with Kensuke Shoji from Japan and Masa Kurosaka. And then from New Zealand we also have Mike Watson and Johan Timmer. Both very fierce teams today. And here they are, Japan's finest. Both the Japanese boys have been playing for 30 years and have recently won a gold medal at the Rwanda One-Star World Tour. And Johan Timmer and Mike Watson have both had some opportunity to play in the World Champs and the World Youth Champs as well. Let's see how they face up against Japan. Shoji going back to serve. He's got quite a menacing topper here. It's a good start. Timmer setting up Watson here. And it lands just out. First point goes to Japan. There's another one. Nice up by Watson. And Massa there. Just getting a hand on it, but not quite enough to bring it back. Watson back to serve. Nice up by Shoji. Putting it deep. Watson picks it up, no problem. And a nice roll shot just over the hands of Kurosaka. Watson starting off here with a spin. We saw him go into a float later on in the set, the last game, so let's see what he chooses to do here. A nice knuckle by Johan Timmer. Kurosaka not able to get his hands on it as Timmer's quite a bit taller than him. Nice up. Here comes Kurosaka. Got a block by Timmer. Nice dig by Shoji. But Timmer buries that, no problem. With a nice party ball. Watson putting up a topper here. And unfortunately short in the net. Score 4-2 for the New Zealand boys. Kurosaka, very calm, steady, standing float serve. Oh, he just decides to jump this time. And a nice ball in a deep pocket. And they switch sides every 7 points. Timur back to serve. Oh, and unfortunately, that topper goes short as well.
Just the wind picking up now, making it a little bit tougher for the service to get that toss into the right spot. Shoji coming back to serve. He'll be looking to play with the wind a little bit down from that far end.
A nice serve by Shoji. And a beautiful knuckleball, just deep outreach, or out of reach from Shoji.
Watson and Timur electing to use a quick attack on their offense.
Nice setup by Japan. And a beautiful dig by Watson there. And Watson's on the net. That's a point for Japan.
Bit of fishing there by Mike Watson. And the Japanese take the point. And Muscle serve at 4-6.
Watson and Timur with a 2-point lead so far. See if they can hold on to that. Nice block. Japan gets the point.
Kurosaka big at the net. Getting one back on Johan, who's going over him for the last couple points. Back to serve.
Japan trying to climb back in here. Even things up. See what Johan can do. A nice hit off the top of the hands of Kurosaka there. And an impossible reach for Shoji. A great swing by Johan Timur. And a nice dig by Shoji. Drop it short on New Zealand's side. Great block.
And Johan getting up there.
You see he's got it, waits a bit, and then he has a great press over the net there.
It's a great block by Johan. 8-5. 1 point for ends. They'll be looking to get one down the end, topping into the win.
And a nice topper. Shoji unsure if it was going in or out, but fortunately for New Zealand, it was in.
That side will be critical, and the momentum changes. Looking to get that wind and play a little bit with that serve. Service pressure going to be big here.
Johan, 2 on 4 errors on his spin serves. Might have been because of a little bit of wind though. The wind's just picking up. Maybe hard for you to see on the camera, but there's a large gust just there. Shoji still spinning. Nice roll shot, but just out. Javan's been down for a while now, but doesn't seem out of the game yet. I think they're
going the other way with it.
Oh. They called it back. That is New Zealand's point.
Not sure if it's hit the line or if there was some sort of net violation, but Mike Watson will serve. 10-6 in the first set.
Nice up by Shoji. And a touch by Timur. Nope, maybe not.
Oh.
Nice swing by Watson. He puts it down.
Making the defensive play, turning it into offense. He loves those kind of points. Those are what's going to be big in this matchup.
He had some great momentum after making that pass. He came in nice and fast. He was able to put that down. A nice swing by Kurosaka.
Watson taking a little bit of power off that serve, and against these Japan internationals, you cannot afford to do that. And Kurosaka showing his class and putting that ball away. And that's going to get away from Watson. An ace.
Japan refusing to let the Kiwis pull away with this one. Trying to keep it a close game. Nice tip, all but just out. To be 11-9.
Pass was a little bit higher on that one.
Yeah.
Getting away from Mike and Johan, using a little bit of height in that wind. Of course, it's really picking up out there.
Yeah, if they're gonna, that's a nice dig, but unable to convert on that one.
Not to be, and that'll be the technical timeout.
We'll be right back in about 45 seconds, so we'll see you guys soon.
You know, there's a reason more customers choose one New Zealand company to build their homes. Trust.
G.J.Gardner have worked up and down the country for over 20 years now.
And they've earned a solid reputation with Kiwis.
And you've just voted them Reader's Digest Most Trusted Home Builder again. So, if you're thinking about creating the home you've always wanted, talk to the team at G.J.Gardner Homes, New Zealand's most trusted home builder, officially.
If you love to compete, to move those feet, need somewhere to hide and seek, remove yourself from Control-Alt-Delete. There is a place to love, a little place to meet, in the middle.
And we're back after the technical timeout in the first set of the men's gold medal final here at the Nelson Super Slam.
The New Zealand boys having a talk after that, after just losing in a 3-point run to the Japan internationals. Technical timeout going for about a minute, so we'll see how the Kiwis reply to the serve. Kurosaka back at the service line.
Nice deep serve, but easily returned by Johan. And a beautiful dig by Kurosaka there. And it goes deep. Nice pickup. A nice line shot. Shoji's in the wrong corner.
Give him a second chance and he'll put that away, Johan Timmer. It was a good little rally, that last one. Hoping to see a few more of that out here on Tahunanui Beach in Nelson.
Nice spin there. Shoji putting Kurosaka close to the net. And that's just in.
Watson, a little bit interested with the set there.
Going over to question our head ref, Tim.
Got a tight one here on centre court for the men's final.
That's what you like to see in the gold medal. Nice close game. Beautiful pass.
Oh, couldn't quite reach over that net there, and he'll get a point there off the block, Johan Timmer.
Yeah, it looks like his left hand might have not been fully pressed over, yeah.
It has, yeah. Just caught him behind the net a little bit.
It's a nice setup here. See if he gets the block. A beautiful read by Watson there. And he puts it away.
He loves a bit of power game, Mike Watson. Making that pick in the backcourt, and when he gets a chance like that on the net, he's going to put it down. Kiwis pulling away a little bit, 14-7-11.
Short float. Kurosaka puts it down.
That's what we like to see. Answer back-to-back. Power shot for each team now.
Kurosaka looking very composed. Nice serve over. Great recovery by both teams there. And it's out.
It's a big call from Mike Watson. He doesn't want Johan to have a piece of that.
No, and it was a great call. They now lead 15-12. See if Timmer here is going to stay spinning. And he is.
Rightly so. Great serve. And he's gone deep. And he will get that point. We've got a side switch here. 13-15. Kiwis in front at the moment.
Shoji, very strong and confident server. We'll see if he's be able to get a little bit of a run here.
Looks like we've got another top spin coming. Put a bit of power on it. Mike Watson does very well.
Watson's off, but he gets the shot. And a beautiful placement. Shoji's unable to reach that. That's 16-13.
Those points are going to be big in this final. Those 50-50 balls, and Mike Watson making sure to win that time.
Especially shutting down Shoji's serve early on. Because I've seen him take it away on a few teams, and he'll just start running with it.
He will. The toss probably got away a little bit from Waddy there, and it's gone underneath the net. I'm sure he'll forget that bounce back. They've still got the lead 16-14, so Kurosaka will be looking to pin that one back. He floats to Watson.
Nice swing and a nice dig. Good recovery by Japan. They give a free ball over. Let's see if they can capitalize on that. And a nice shot. Shoji's there.
Can he put it away?
Good
Not
read.
to be. Got some great defense in this rally. No one on that net.
And he's got it. You give him a free.
No one wanting to
see if
budge
they bury it. Nope. He's going to be off. What a beautiful, beautiful touch. Just stretching his arms as high as he could just to bring it back there. That was an amazing rally.
An excellent rally. A couple power swings which have been defended quite superbly by Japan, and I thought they were going to side out there, but Johan does his best on a late block and gets that big swat going. It's a clinical point. Kiwis go 3 up now, 17-14, with Johan Timmer back to serve.
Wind looking to die down a little bit, but he seems to be going with the float now. Playing it safe in the last few end points of the game here. Rolls just above his hands and lands short.
So what Japan will be looking for, a tidy side out, a quick 3, pass set, and Kurosaka with a little cut. He finds some sand. Let's see what he can create with the serve.
Seem to be asking for something.
Not
They're
sure
asking,
who's serving.
Yeah. Okay, so Shoji's back to serve.
Let's see what kind of heat he can put on this topspin now. Of course, the wind is still very heavy, as you can see.
Yeah, let's see if he's a little more reserved or if he's just going to put all this heat into it right here. Of course he does.
He's giving it a good go. It's on the net. Kurosaka, very experienced with all those years playing beach volleyball, and he's going to put that deep and find some sand.
Yeah, and I believe Japan men here have almost double the experience in years on the Kiwi boys, so quite a veteran team. I wouldn't count them out even though they're down right now. And a nice hit just off the dome of Kurosaka there.
You see, Mike Watson's running that behind ball just so that he can play with the wind a little bit and swing power to this close corner. So a little bit of IQ coming in from Johan and Mike here. They'll be sure to want to take this first set, put a little bit of pressure on the Japan.
And a nice block by Timmer, keeping him honest. Unfortunately, peeled a little too late. Had his back to the play.
18-17 it ends here. Nelson Beach. Watson and Timmer for the Kiwi boys up in here in a tight one. Couple runs from each team, so we'll see who's going to pull away in this critical end here at the end of this first set.
Nice strong flow from Kurosaka.
Recycled. Oh,
beautiful.
you love to see that. Japan getting a touch on the block and able to put it in a position for Kurosaka to put it away.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, in beach volleyball, a block touch counts as one of your 3 touches, so Kurisaka had no option other than to put it over right away. Thankfully that worked out for them. And a beautiful party ball by Shoji.
And the Kiwi boys taking a timeout here. Critical play. Shoji was very big at the net there. When you get given one of those overpass, you've got to put that away, and he did just that.
So we'll see. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Can't wait to see what happens next.
If you love to compete, to move those feet, where to hide and seek, love from Control Alt Delete, walk new streets, allow your all in deep, elevated heartbeat and drink it all in. There is a place to love, a place to meet, in the middle.
Obviously guys too, so you know them. And we're back. That was the Kiwis' first timeout and only timeout. They just went down for the second time to the Japan this set.
Japan looking to have a late run here in the first. Going up now. So let's see how the Kiwi boys reply to this. Service pressure really big in this one. The wind as heavy as it is, so we'll see what Kurisaka can pull out of his head.
He's got a nice float, so we'll see how that wind plays into this as well.
Does not disappoint.
So he puts it away, of course. Oh,
just wide.
My bad. Just out.
Just wide.
Match point 4. Shoji and Kurisaka. Easy pass. He's got a block, but doesn't matter. Oh,
and
my
not
God.
to be.
Out again.
2 errors at the end of the first timmer.
That's unfortunate. They were so strong the whole time. Just the last 2 points. 2 unforced errors. Not the way you want to go in a first set. It's alright. I'm sure they'll bounce back. And we'll be back very shortly after the break.
You know, there's a reason more customers choose one New Zealand company to build their homes. Trust.
G.J.Gardner have worked up and down the country for over 20 years now.
And they've earned a solid reputation with Kiwis.
And you've just voted them Reader's Digest Most Trusted Home Builder again. So, if you're thinking about creating the home you've always wanted, talk to the team at G.J.Gardner Homes, New Zealand's most trusted home builder, officially.
If you love to compete, to move those feet, need somewhere to hide and seek, remove yourself from Control Alt Delete. There is a place to love, a little place to meet, in the middle.
And we're back. My name is Josh Rempel. I'm here with Jack McManaway. We're here commentating for you guys. It's the second set of the men's gold medal final at the Nelson Super Slam.
Just seen Japan take that first set, 21-18. Interesting to note is that the last side switch, the Kiwi boys were up 18-17, so we've seen 4 points on the trot for Japan to close out that set. And they're just showing their experience, and as Josh mentioned earlier, they almost have double the amount of years playing beach than the Kiwi boys. So we'll see how the Kiwis reply, but I'm sure Japan will be looking to stay calm, stay composed, and hope to get another one to take out the title.
Yeah, both teams looking very relaxed here. Not too worried about the first set. Kiwi's looking strong. See how Shoji does with his topper. Easy pass for Watson. Nice deep roll. And that's just wide. He calls double.
We've got a double call from Tim Cleaver, and I'm not sure the Kiwi boys are happy with that.
I'm sure Watson will go have a word with him. He's not one to let calls slide.
Very animated old Mike Watson, and it tends to draw a crowd. We do tend to love this kind of stuff. And on the beach in New Zealand, of course, you've got to keep the referees honest and keep them on their toes. So
exactly.
Watson having a word, but Shoji's back to serve. He'll toppy. A little bit deeper. Watson feels a little bit comfortable with it, and he's going to put that one down. I'm sure the ball don't lie will come from come from the Kiwis.
And a great swing there.
See that, a late peel from Kurosaka, so Mike Watson seeing the open net and putting that away.
He's got Shoji, but Timmer says no. And that's a big block from Timmer. I think that's his 7th now this game so far. So he's been quite a presence up at the front.
And
And
another
again.
one. Very big at the net, Johan Timmer. We see this, Shoji tries to get it over him, but a late block and he's put that straight down.
No problem for him. He read that like a book.
Kiwis have the lead here, 3-1 in the second set.
And a nice shot just around his block. Japan very good at finding those open gaps in the Kiwis defense.
It's a very sharp angle from Shoji. He's got up there and he's managed to hit around the big block of Johan Timmer, as we've seen early in the second set.
A nice roll.
He's found some open space, some free real estate there, Mike Watson.
You're expecting a big hit and the block was there. Thankfully Watson read that. Put it nice and deep away from the defense. Nice short rolly. Watson almost getting that, but
Here's another talk about these sets. It's a little bit animated out here.
they're not happy with how Japan is touching that ball.
Of course, Tim Cleaver, many years of experience in that first referee position, so I'm sure he'll stay pretty calm here. He knows his stuff, making the call of what he's seen. So we've got an ends of 4-3, Japanese with the 3, and they'll be serving back here. This is Shoji now, looking to create something with his serve.
Beautiful side spin. Watson chasing it down there. Timmer trying to recover. Just setting him up, see if he can get this block. They opt for the roll. And I believe that was out, yes.
An error from Mike Watson.
On the net.
It's a great serve by Shoji, something you don't see a whole awful lot, but when you can hit that right, as you can see,
Yeah,
Johan
quite
Timmer
hard.
under a ton of pressure.
Quite hard to return. It's not something you see every day. It's a lot different than just a normal top spinner,
Exactly.
especially in this wind. See if he does it again.
Oh,
Beautiful.
bit of power, and he'll get an ace on that one.
Jeez. That is a lethal serve for sure.
Very good having these Japanese pair in the Nelson Slam. Give a little bit of a different approach to some of our Kiwi athletes maybe. And as you can see, he's putting on a service clinic right here. Shoji again, another side spin.
That time easily picked up by Johan. Let's see if he converts it to a kill. But
Not to
unfortunately,
be.
no.
Just flirting with the net a little bit, and it's just gonna go outside.
Trying to make that sharp shot, but unfortunately not giving it enough to get over that tape. Easy pickup by Watson, or Timmer, sorry. And a nice kill.
And there's the quick attack that we saw in the start of that first set. We've got a very tidy side out here. Low pass, low set, and of course, Johan Timmer putting it away. Mike Watson back to serve. I suspect it should be a topspin here. Sure enough.
Beautiful.
Loses his head
Nice
in the
set by Shoji.
process.
Timmer gets it, has to come over here. And a nice play by Watson. And almost gets the dig. The ball just outside of his center of mass there and kind of deflects off his hands, a little funny. It's a tough pickup that close up to the net.
Kurosaka with his trusty float serve.
Beautiful pick up by the Kiwi boys. And a nice line shot, but Kurosaka shanks it off to the side.
The Japanese pair have been looking to target Johan on the serve, but in this case, he's been able to keep it tidy and find a nice offensive shot.
Yeah, this set, he's been doing a good job of keeping his pass under control and converting on most of them into a kill. Watch the short.
And he's going to use the tape and trickle over. We've got side switch at 8-6 in favour of the Japanese, of course. If you're just joining us now, they took the set in an excellent first set. Kiwi boys holding the lead for most of that, and Japanese pulling away at the very end, 21-18.
Shoji coming in. The same old spin serve we've been seeing all game. But it's just wide. It's a free point for the Kiwis. Watson float serving now. Easy pickup for the Japan. And there's no touch on that. So that's another easy point for New Zealand.
Of course, Johan being a big blocker, but he's just hit that too shallow, and he's going to hit the top of the tape, and it's going to get denied. So we've got an even score in that second set, 8 each. Mike Watson to serve from the Kiwi team.
A nice deep shot. Watson trying to pinch up and thought he had the play read, but Shoji had some good vision of the court. Put it just over his head.
We've had an excellent game here in the final. Very tight contest between these two teams.
Yeah, it's been very entertaining to watch. Very back and forth.
Some big plays, some big rallies. Kurosaka to serve. Float serve defended by Watson. What can he do
nice
here?
And tight, and Watson
he will put it away.
Buries that. No problem for him. Yeah, Shoji's block really not coming in clutch there. Kurosaka keeping him off, save the opportunity to make a shot.
Watson making a great pick. What can Johan do?
I think they call it
And
out.
the wind has got the better of it.
So those aerial pins up there you see are out of bounds. So if the ball is played beyond that pin, it is out. Same goes if it touches it as well.
Japan up 1 in the second set, 10 serving 9. Shoji back to serve, sticking with his toppy.
A nice
And
serve, but a beautiful recovery by Timmer there. Let's see if the wind takes it over. It does. Kurosaka isn't calm, setting up Shoji. And a nice roll shot to where Watson was not. Shoji and Kurosaka now up 11-9.
And that's all coming from his service pressure. Shoji's put a lot of heat into that, and of course forcing an outer system play, which resulted in a free ball. And when you get a free ball at this level, of course you're going to put that away.
And that was in.
And Ace
An
has
ace.
caught the line at the back.
And that is how we go into our technical timeout of the second set. We will be right back after a few words from our sponsors.
If you love to compete, to move those feet, need somewhere to hide and seek, remove yourself from Control-Alt-Delete. Walk new streets, allow yourself to fall in deep. Elevated heartbeats, feast and drink it all in. There is a place to love, a little place to meet, in the middle.
And we're back. So, the first half of the set so far has been very tight. Japan's just managed to pull ahead by 3 points in the last few bit. They've had a little bit of run with Shoji having some success with his spin serve and putting some pressure on the Kiwis. I'm sure they're going to have an answer to that. We'll see it now.
We saw it in the first set. No lead is safe enough. Of course, the Kiwi boys holding the lead in the first, and Japan coming back. So it'll be interesting to see how the New Zealanders react after that technical timeout. Have a talk about what's going wrong and what they can improve on.
And they're a tough team. They're in the finals for a reason. I'm sure they'll have an answer. A nice serve from Shoji. But the Kiwis keep it alive. The free ball over. Kurisaka going deep, and Watson gets that up.
Great by Mike Watson getting that up, but of course
Oh,
it's never safe with either of these teams. You got to work hard for your points, and Shoji goes on 2, catches Watson and Timmer off guard, and they're going to score that first point out of the technical.
yeah, that's the beauty of beach volleyball. You can go over, mix it up, throw your opponents off the 2-ball, and there's a free point for New Zealand right there.
The net takes that one. Let's see what Mike Watson will do with his serve.
Oh, he's going for the spin.
Got to put a bit of service pressure on here.
A nice serve, just touches the tape. And a gentle tip over, but they keep it up, keep it alive, and a nice save by Watson there. Timmer gets up there, and an easy read for Watson. Nice roll down the line.
Great defense in this rally. Mike Watson at the net.
Someone's on the net, yeah.
And I think he's just caught that, jumping into the net, forcing that error, and he's going to give up that point.
It's unfortunate. It's a good rally. That's a big point to win. In those rallies, you're exerting a lot of physical energy, but also emotional as well. So sometimes they can be really draining when you're losing those points. And a beautiful kill
Bumps it.
by Timmer there.
Johan finds the shoulder on that one.
Yeah, absolutely dominating at the front here.
Looking to shift that momentum, the Kiwi boys. A big play. Johan will be back to serve. Let's see what he can cook up with this topspin.
Great serve. Shoji putting Kurisaka tight. And that is out.
No touches on the block. It goes along, trying to shoot deep corner, deep line. Mike Watson getting the crowd involved.
Quite a showman he is. Enjoys the attention, I'm sure.
Loves getting the crowd involved. Johan with the serve.
And
Has that gone
that
long?
tags in.
No.
Beautiful. And just like that, it's within 1.
That's the momentum shift we were talking about. Of course, we had a big play. Johan burying 1 set. Now, of course, they've got the next 2. So here we are. Kiwi boys fighting back, looking to break even before the next side switch.
Timmer looking more confident with the serves now. See if they can shut him down here. It's out. And that's a tie. Right there. Switch sides at 28 points cumulatively. Something's working for them now. I think they just got to keep rolling with what they're doing. Keep the pressure on with the serves. And stay big at the net. Oh, and an ace!
Husband and wife. No touches on that one. He's clearly broken the seam and found some open sand. It's a huge point. Kiwis on a 4-point run now.
Oh, just off his hands. Almost had a wrap on it, but Kurisaka going high off his fingers. It's a easy wipe.
Josh, in the start of the second set, we saw Johan get a couple blocks straight away, and I think the Japanese team now have adapted, and they're shooting over, shooting around, and sometimes going through.
Yeah, they've realized that Johan's too much of a pressure in the front, and they can't really power through it.
Service receive error from Mike Watson. Japanese take back that lead that they so desperately worked hard for. Let's see if they can hold it going with this next serve. Shoji, another topspin.
And that's right down the seam. Another ace. A little bit of communication error. I'm sure they'll have it sorted out now.
Shoji with the topspin. And this one goes
and that's out. Easy free point for the Kiwis.
Service pressure has been building its way into this game. Let's see what Watson can do with this. Comfortable pass for Kurisaka.
Kurisaka very tight, but Watson almost getting that dig.
Unable to bring that one back. We see the float serve taken very comfortably by Kurisaka, and he's been playing well above the net, and he's going to find a touch off the block, and he's going to get that side out.
Nice swing by Watson. And Shoji unable to make it. It's a great kill for Watson and Timber there. So it's only a difference of 1 now. This is the position that Japan was in last time. Now the Kiwis have this position. Let's see if they can do what Japan did last set. And that's a free point. Japan hits that out.
We've broken even. 18 apiece. Watson very thrilled with that point. This is where the game starts.
Let's see if Timmer can put some heat on this ball and keep the pressure on Japan.
Throws it up. And
nice spin.
He's put something into that.
That's a tight ball. There's a block. Oh, but just off his hands and out.
Shoji showing some experience. Getting a tool off the top of Johan's block.
Yeah, realizing can't go straight through him anymore.
Shoji obviously a little bit smaller than Johan. Johan's standing just around 6'4", just over, and Shoji's done very well to play up at that level.
And that is
he's gonna find the tape.
Beautiful, lucky shot. Bit of luck and skill there.
19 apiece. No top serve by Mike Watson. Maybe trying to speed some things up.
Nice float. Japan returns it well. The tip
of
Timmer.
Johan Timmer with the block.
He was waiting. We'll see here on the replay. Look at the patience in him. He's following the ball and he waits and beautiful.
Throws it down. You
Beautiful
love to see that.
Yeah.
You love to see it. Mike Watson with the float. 20 serving 19. We've got a set point for the Kiwis.
It's the second time the Kiwis have been ahead this set. So let's see if they can end it.
Shoji puts it away.
Corner. That's okay. Tight second set. Kurisaka.
No team wanting to budge as of yet in the second set. We've got 20-20. Of course, you got to win by 2.
Huge point here. Kurisaka floating. In the net. That is huge for the New Zealand boys.
That is what we call a freebie. Let's see what Johan can cook up with this serve. Maybe try and force a third set. Kiwi boys needing 1.
I reckon he serves at Kurisaka here.
He's gone for Shoji. Hasn't been ready for it, and the Kiwi boys are going to take the second.
Beautiful. You'd love to see a third set gold medal game. That's what we're all here for. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back in about a minute after our sponsors have a few words.
If you love to compete, to move those feet, need somewhere to hide and seek, remove yourself from Control-Alt-Delete. Walk new streets, allow yourself to fall in deep. Elevated heartbeats, feast and drink it all in. There is a place to love, a little place to meet, in the middle.
And we're back. We've just seen the Kiwi boys take the second set, 22-20. It was an absolute thriller out here on Nelson Beach. And we'll be ready to get back into some third set action. No team giving away all of their secrets at the moment.
So Jack, any predictions for how this third set will start?
I would love to see the Kiwi boys get up. Of course, this first ends will be very critical. But of course, we've seen the experience from the Japanese team. And I think they won't go down without a fight. So, yeah, as I say.
And it seems that Shoji has a foot injury here, as the physio guy is out giving him a hand with his foot, it seems.
I think in the second to last point, he did come down and must have landed on something sharp. And of course, we're very fortunate to have this physio here, and he's going to patch Shoji up. Another injury is Mike Watson. You can see some tape behind his leg, so maybe a hamstring injury. But he doesn't seem to be phasing him at this point.
Does not seem affected by it at all. Both teams playing fantastic so far in this gold medal. final.
Players playing prize money.
Just a bit of a prolonged timeout here in between sets. Shoji gets patched up. I'm sure neither team minds though, as they've had quite a tight few 2 sets there.
See Mike and Johan thinking some stuff over, taking in some deep breaths, staying very calm, very composed, while
Look,
the
there we are.
Japanese look to regroup.
Your beloved commentators, Jack McManaway and Josh Rumpel.
We've got a beautiful day here in Nelson. Of course, you can see a little bit of wind coming into effect. It has picked up over the last few days, so, but the sun is shining. We've got a great little court here on centre, and the teams are not disappointing in terms of giving the fans what they like.
Yeah, not at all.
You'll be wanting Mike Watson to get the crowd involved a little bit in this set. Of course, he's a very enthusiastic, and he is an entertainer. So,
and he looks very loose right now, very relaxed. I'm sure he's been in this situation before, as have the Japanese duo.
Bit of power on the serve. Mike Watson receives.
And a nice up by Shoji. Kurisaka falls there. But no problem. Timmer with a beautiful tip.
Great pick. He's...
Oh. Watson close to the net there. When he gets it up.
Kiwi boys
Nice
resetting.
late peel. And a little bit confusion there in defense. It was a great rally though.
We've seen both teams using the late peel in this one. Maybe trying to put that offensive player in 2 minds. Of course, the Japanese combo getting the better in this situation, and they're going to go up 1-0. First point in the 3rd set for the Nelson Grand Slam.
Comes Shoji's topper. And a missed pass by Watson there. Dropped a little shorter than I think he expected.
Serving from that right hand corner, serving to short left hand. The wind's going to come into play with this. Of course, that top spin's going to make that ball drop, and when you get help from that wind, very hard to stop.
And
There's
another
another one.
pass.
2 aces in a row here.
Not a hot start for the Kiwis, but it's still early on in the 3rd set. A little difference from the 3rd set is that they'll switch every 5 points rather than 7. So we'll be switching soon here.
And we have seen a yellow card
Issued.
given by Tim Cleaver to, I think, Mike Watson.
I think that'd be a good guess. Yes, he's coming over to say a few words.
It is due to time, I think, and Tim Cleaver made it very clear before the start of the match that they're not going to allow anything over that 12-second limit.
A nice up by Timmer. CV buries it, of
And
course. Not even a question. Japanese boys had little to no chance there.
Of course, seeing that power from Johan, open net. Of course he's going to put that down.
Nice pass for Japan, and
they're going to
they
get
bury
it.
that.
We've got the first side switch here, 4-1 in favor of the Japanese combo.
I think Kurisaka's serving now. Nice float, so
He has stuck with the float the whole game, not buying into the topspin service pressure that we've seen done so well by the other 3 players. So here with the float, he's got a short.
almost quite paying off. But a nice shot. Shoji caught a little off guard, stumbles over his own feet, and Timmer gets that point.
You got to wonder how that little foot injury to Shoji at the end of that 2nd set's going to be playing, and maybe he's not moving as well as he was, because in those 1st and 2nd set he was a demon in the back.
Beautiful up by him there. And the same from Watson. Easy pickup by Kurisaka. Puts it deep,
Out.
and it's just out.
Was there a touch?
It is
No.
out. No touches. That's a point for the Kiwis.
Mike Watson relishing the chance to be at the net, but he's pulled late, and Kurisaka shoots deep. We've got 3 serving 4 in favor of the Japanese team. Picked up by Kurosaka. Nice little
Nice
cut.
up.
Watson gets a great touch.
Timmer going up. And a great attempt by Watson to get that ball and bring it back. As you saw, he swung his hands, tried to bring it back towards his teammate, Johan Timmer, but unfortunately it's deflected and goes under the net.
Neither team wanting to give up on the rally. We've seen some great rallies in this final. So expect to see many more to come as both teams battle to take out this third set.
And that's out.
That's going to shoot wide.
Nice easy point for the Kiwis. I'm sure they wouldn't say no to that. Watson up into float. It's deep and it lands just in. Showed you was sure that was gone, but the wind and the float of that ball just dropped it right inside nicely. And we're all tied up.
I think if you talk to the Kiwi boys after that first ends going down 4-1, that's exactly what they wanted. We've got a 5 apiece here in the third set.
It's a nice 4-1 run for the Kiwis. Kurosaka
Did he shoot long?
putting it
He
long, yeah.
did.
That's out.
A little bit of words throughout the net. Of course, very competitive
I'm
when
sure.
you get to this level.
Sure, a little dispute whether he touched it or not, but Tim agreeing with the call. Nice pick up by Watson. Going high line and a beautiful shot. Shoji had little to no chance of getting that one.
A little bit surprised. Watson going for a little bit more height on his serve, on his float serve, and Kurosaka's got a great pass on him. But of course, Watson, very quick in the back court, makes the pick and makes the kill.
Beautiful setup here. See what Shoji does. And Timmer, the wall he's been this whole game,
How big is this man?
shuts down Shoji
Does not stop.
for probably the 10th time. You think he'd learn?
Too big.
The Kiwis now up 8-5. Trying to keep the pressure on the Japanese,
Another
and
one.
they do. 2 in a row.
Johan Timmer putting on a blocking clinic out here. This time he gets the other Japanese player, first Shoji, now Kurosaka. What can this man not do? We've got a timeout by the Japanese pair.
I should be back in a brief 30 seconds.
You know, there's a reason more customers choose one New Zealand company to build their homes. Trust.
G.J.Gardner have worked up and down the country for over 20 years now.
And they've earned a solid reputation with Kiwis.
And you've just voted them Reader's Digest Most Trusted Home Builder again. So, if you're thinking about creating the home you've always wanted, talk to the team at G.J.Gardner Homes, New Zealand's most trusted home builder, officially.
And we're back. We briefly just saw Japan take a break after the Kiwis take a huge run and are now threatening to take this game.
If I'm not mistaken, we are on an 8-1 run.
I believe you're right. Japanese seem a little confused as to what just hit them.
And that'll stop the momentum. Shoji puts that away. Johan opting to peel, but
So good call on the Japanese team's part, getting that timeout, getting a little reset, and cooling off the servers.
service pressure been imminent throughout the game. Let's see what he can cook up here. Very good float serve, but equally great pass.
And a beautiful swing from Johan Timmer.
There's the quick attack again. As I said, Johan got a great pass on him. Watson finds him on his hands, and he's going to make no mistake with that one.
Yeah, and I believe that's three quick attacks, and they've all been unstopped. Just out. Beautiful. Kiwis.
There he is, the entertainer himself, Mike Watson. Really loving that point.
Of course, Japan down by 5. The Kiwis only need 4 more points to take this game. Let's see if they can do it here. And an ace.
that momentum. It's building and building, and these Kiwis look unstoppable at this point. 12-6. Putting on an absolute
comfortable as ever as well.
Absolute masterclass out here.
The crowd, I'm not sure if you can hear in the background, cheering them on. They got a little more energy in them now. See what they do. Nice pick up. Watson going for the nice shot and puts it away.
We've got a bit of vocals by Johan Timmer now, joining his partner Mike Watson. Very, very animated, and they're loving this. Japanese, not sure what's going on. They had a great side out after their timeout, but haven't been able to get things going in this third. Here's Shoji. What can he do?
Nice shot.
Find some sand.
And that's it.
It's a great shot by Shoji.
Switch sides. I'm not sure if you know here, but the Japanese team has to come first place in order if they want to compete in the Olympics for their team. So if they lose this game, they will not be qualifying to represent their country at the Olympic Games. It's very cutthroat over in Japan.
Just a little bit of hesitation about the score. I believe it is 7-13, and we have been confirmed. Score is right. Shoji with some power serve.
Putting Watson nice and tight. He helps with the shot. Shoji picks it up. Shoji trying to go high over Johan Zimmer.
Oh, another pick by Shoji. What can he do here?
And a nice block. Beautiful. Now they are one away from greatness.
He is so big at the net. Trying to get that over him seems like an impossible task. Johan picks up another block. Add that one to the stat sheet. Mike with the serve. We've got match point for the Kiwis.
Can he do it here on another block? And they give it to him. It's just inside.
They live to see another day. Japan fighting to keep their chances alive. Kiwis still have match point.
Japan still have the option to take this match. It's not a feat I've seen done many times before, but it still can be done. But the Kiwis,
and there it is,
did not care. That's the game.
Mike Watson and Johan Timmer put on an absolute masterclass in the third set, blowing away the Japanese pair, and they're going to take the Nelson Grand Slam as your men's final winners.
And don't forget,
ecstatic with their win.
It's a wonderful effort from both teams. And a big thank you to Japan for coming out, and a thank you to all of our sponsors for helping this event be possible.
Yeah, definitely. You've got to give it to that Japanese pair. They put up a great fight, doing very well in that first set, and they almost did take that second set. It was very close going into tie break. So
yeah, I think they must have just gave up a lot of their energy on that last set, trying to get on the last push. Anyways, over to Hannah now.
Okay guys, congratulations, the winners of the Nelson Super Slam. That must be feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, definitely. They played well. It was a really hard match. There was times when I was thinking to myself, man, what are we going to do to try and turn this game around? They were playing so strong, but managed to just wrestle back the momentum and ride it all the way home. It was awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Johan, your thoughts?
Conditions obviously tough. I thought first set got away from us, and it's pretty tough in a game of volleyball. If you lose first set, you got to win the next two. So even then, they had the lead in the second, I think, and looked like could have been over. But yeah, just keep fighting. And
yeah, absolutely. You must be really pleased with that third set turnaround. It was pretty impressive out there, and you must be stoked to see so many people out from Nelson here. Not only obviously you've got support here in person, but also on the live stream as well.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I was checking out the live stream from the semi-final. The quality is really good. It keeps the angles, so it's a good product, that's for sure. Pretty happy to be on Sky Next, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I just want to say thanks to obviously Sky Sport Next, all the sponsors making these things happen, and hopefully we get bigger and better next year.
Cool, thanks guys. And what's next for you guys? What's next on the agenda?
I kind of hurt my hammy like about a week ago, so probably going to rest that for a while, and then we'll be heading up to Northland in 2 weeks, so I should be all good.
Fantastic. Well, Mike and Johan, the winners of the Nelson Super Slam here for the third event of the G.J. Gardner Homes NZ Beach Tour. Congratulations, and we'll see you guys again very soon. Make sure you tune in very soon for the women's final here down in Nelson. So stay tuned, keep subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you again soon.
There's a place our legs could wander to, and I suspect you long like I long for a cool creek ankle deep to press your face against the wind. Let's go. You lead, I'll follow. There's nowhere we can't wander. I know you hear it call to you. Let's go.